Good evening, America. This is Andy Long, listening in all the way from London, England. And you're in tune to I Thought You Knew with your host and my brother, Tyrone Bridges. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to I Thought Y'all Knew. I am your host, Tyrone Bridges. Let's get it. Welcome, everybody. I am your host of the show, Tyrone Bridges. This is I Thought You Knew. I have a very, very special guest with our show, and this is an exclusive for the public to know. I have Miss Williams with me, and I'd like to introduce you to her. You unmute yourself. Okay, say hi, Miss Williams.
Make sure. Hi, good evening, everyone. How are you?
All righty, great. All righty. Let me give you a little background to this story. Last week, I did an exclusive story about the prosecuting attorney's office. And so basically, this is an update of the exclusive story with an exclusive story, with an update. And I'm going to admit another person to the room. Give me a couple seconds. And Ms. Williams, please identify this person that they come into the room.
Yes.
Well, we're not going to wait too long. I'm going to ask them to unmute their, start their video. And this story happened in Ypsilanti. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Alrighty. I'm Tyrone.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You good.
And that's my son, Terry Davis, the brother of Teviance Davis.
All right, Terry Davis. Glad to meet you, sir. I am sending out my deepest condolences to the both of you and your family about the loss of your son and also your brother. And basically, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. Ms. Williams, go ahead and take the floor because I told you this show is an exclusive for you and your family. Go ahead. Let me quit talking.
Okay. I'm going to try to get through this as best as I can without breaking down. This has been very hard for me and my family, a tragedy that has happened to my son that continues to happen to a lot of Black men and women. And it's a bigger issue that we have that I want to share. So basically, I was awakened on Easter Sunday. So that would have been April 4th. That my son was shot and killed at the Citgo gas station. And that's another issue to discuss, is this Citgo gas station here in Ypsilanti.
Right.
And it is a common gathering space for the young adults. And my son was murdered by a couple of individuals, one that they do have in custody, and they are looking for his son and two other individuals involved in the murder of my son. I was able to obtain a private investigator who found out that Kevin Franklin, one of the murderers, actually was a federal criminal informant. So meaning that he was a moonlighter working for the police.
Wait. He was an informant?
Yes, he's a criminal informant working for the federal Washtenaw County prosecutor as a federal informant because he had federal charges.
Okay, go ahead. Wow.
And what came out of that is Mr. Franklin got stopped by Eastern Michigan Police Department on March 14th. He was charged with a gun. He was charged with drugs and other crimes. He went to court and the Washtenaw County prosecutor gave him a personal bond, meaning that he just got a get out of jail free card.
Wait. The prosecuting attorney, the new prosecuting attorney, Ellie Savitt office, gave him a PR bond.
Yes, because he was informant working for the police.
Okay, continue.
Yes. So it hurt me so bad because I know this individual's path. I've been knowing Kevin for a long time, and he has been to prison for multiple crimes. And I couldn't understand. I mean, I was in awe, in shock that I am actually identifying a person who should have been off these streets a long time ago. But I'm not here to speak of vengeance towards this individual because there's a bigger problem. And once, the first problem is the gun violence.
Right.
So I'm going to let you ladies, men know this. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how much money you have. You will also sit on this side of the fence if we don't come together as a community and do something about prosecutors who use our community of Black individuals to snitch on each other, but also you are allowed, or you think that you can go out and commit other crimes.
So the prosecuting attorney, the new prosecuting attorney, has basically allowed a alleged federal informant on the street on a PR bond.
Yes. And my children's father had a similar crime as the one Mr. Kevin has. He went straight to jail. No get out free pass. He went straight to jail. So what is bothering me and my family is that you were allowed to come out here on these streets, and then 18 days later, you kill my son. And you did not show up to court for these 7 charges that you had with Eastern Michigan University. My lawyer that I have obtained has this information about this individual, and we will be pursuing wrongful death charges on my son, because how is this allowed to happen? And I've been reading a lot of cases across the country. This is happening. And if individuals on this show don't know what having a low socioeconomic status, being a red zone community is, well, if you're listening, you're probably in this community. And this will happen not only to my son, but to your daughter, to your son, because who really cares about the crimes that are being committed right here in this community?
And see this show, dude, because we have a lot of vulnerable people. Last week, we talked about the murders and all the rapes that's happening, that this prosecuting attorney office has allowed people to skip bond and get the PR. And it's just, it's filthy. And he came on this show and pledged that we could call him to the carpet if he does anything that's questionable to the public. So this is a great platform for us to call him to the carpet again, because he don't have nothing to say. He won't have nothing to say about this situation here. He's offering PR bonds like Tic Tacs, and it's messing up our community. And I'm trying to keep my composure, because you know where I came from. I came from the hood, the same hood this individual came from. I went to prison for not snitching.
Right.
But the problem, this doggone individual is a doggone federal informant running around here snitching on everybody. And now this prosecutor, Ellie Savith, let this man out on bond, and 18 days later, he kills your son.
Yes. And I just, you hear these stories, you see them on TV. I know a lot of moms whose sons have been murdered over these last couple years. And when I found out there was a bigger picture, I took my anger and I geared it towards the individuals who are supposed to help us, and have our best interests at heart. The way these laws are right now, the way this prosecutor is allowing criminals to be released, or to be out on a PR bond, or to snitch, or to tell on your own community. Everybody is just crime after crime on us. It's not like this individual went to some middle class community and was telling on them.
And what's his name again?
Kevin Franklin.
Say it again. I want to make sure everybody understand that name, because I know his name. We know his nickname. What a lot of people don't understand. See, you got these people running around here that are federal informants.
Yes.
And they running around here doing crimes, and everybody talking about free these people and free that people, and you don't know what they doing. They here snitching like doggone feathers of a bird running around here.
Yes.
So I know this impacts your family, and I know this young man right here would love to speak about his brother, and it hurts me, because I know it infuriates me now that basically this prosecutor let a lion out the cage, and he knew he was a lion with stripes that he knew about. So young man, please talk to us about how it feels, and give your spew too, because this show is y'all's, man. I know your mom very well. She know me very well from the community, because we done a lot of help in the community. But this is very hurtful.
Yeah, it's definitely a tragic situation, and it's a cycle that needs to stop. There's lots of violence going on in all communities, but for some reason, Washtenaw County, there's just numerous crimes going on, people being taken left and right, and it needs to stop. My brother not being here is very unfortunate, and I don't want to see other families in the same position, because at the end of the day, he's gone, he's not coming back. But how can we stop other families and other Black people from experiencing these tragic situations? An informant, that is not, it's mind-blowing. It's hard to even wrap my mind around, the events that are taking place. My son has a child, and he will never see his.
Did he fade? Did he pause? Did he fade out?
These community rallying, and we need to find some way to get people like this off the street. But not only that, keep them off the street for good. no one should be experiencing feelings like this. No one.
I totally agree with you, brother and sister. As a federal informant, let me talk to the public right now because I got to get my my former community face on here. Former Southside face. Let me talk to you Southside damn thugs. Excuse me. Let me put my disclaimer out before we get to talk 100% talk. This is a disclaimer to this show right now. If you got tender ears, you can exit the show, turn it off. Don't report me because we're talking about a community issue. And if you report us, God gonna take care of you. We'll wait. That's time enough. Look here, to you Southside thugs, all you gangbangers or all you street wannabes or whatever, I don't give a care. I got my stripes. Remember, I told you at the top of the show, I went to prison for not snitching. I did a bid for somebody. So I have license to talk. So let me tell you motherfuckers something. This woman lost her son, and this brother lost his brother to a federal informant that resides on the south side and does his thuggery on the south side of Ypsilanti. And you mean to tell me I got my own friends that supposed to be my friends is telling me, don't do this show. Fuck you. Let me tell you one thing right now. I'm doing this show and we talking about the same guy that took her baby's life. Let me tell you something. Any one of you brave motherfuckers can come see me. I'm public information. I promise you, on God, on the life that I've lived on the south side and went to prison for somebody else's 1/8 kilo cocaine. Them niggas in the penitentiary is gonna eat you up. And I guaranteed you, you would not breathe in a penitentiary. So if you bring some heat to me, the messenger, you know I got damn silent goons. And you know for a fact that I don't write no checks that I can't motherfucking cash. That bullshit.
Yep.
Listen, he's a fucking federal informant. And if all y'all want to sit there and talk about free my brother, fuck you too.
That's right.
Fuck you. Right. Because what you're doing, you're assisting a cancer that's persisted by this damn prosecutor. He's a fake fucking prosecutor. He's not a real. He has not prosecuted not one motherfucker. He has not put nobody on trial. But what he want to do, he want to give PRs like Tic Tacs. And he want to fuck up our community and have people to sit there and grieve over their child. Excuse me for my rage, y'all. This right here is an outrage because he came on this show and lied and pimped and shucked and jived and he used some niggas, some black folks, some African Americans to sit up there and push his motherfucking agenda. So all you people that push this motherfucker's agenda, may Allah and may the soldiers come at your ass with vengeance because you know you shouldn't have pushed this man because he white, he all right. He ain't white, he all right. That motherfucker letting predators and motherfucking killers out of jail and informants. So you tell me, public, who should be pissed off. You better watch who you walking with. But we don't need to see no more mamas and no more families sitting up there crying about their babies because this funky ass prosecutor is not doing his fucking job. What he doing, he allowed this black on black violence to happen. Look what happened a couple days ago. It's been 2 shootings. 2 shootings. Get them motherfuckers PR bonds.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And for all of you people talking about snitching, let's talk about snitching. 99 point, at least 6% of the damn crimes are solved by people in the community.
Yeah.
And everybody running around here, and I can name some names, damn it, but I don't want my soldiers to go visit them at their home. Some niggas that talked about me snitching. How in the fuck can I snitch and I went to prison for somebody else shit? But let me tell you, that guy was caught by the community. Am I wrong or right, sister?
You are right. You are right. And the sad part about the whole situation is that y'all want to talk about don't snitch. And you know the reason why I did snitch? Because the snitch was among us already. And you know why? I don't live by no snitch rules because I'm a citizen. I'm not out here promoting crime. I'm not out here promoting, oh, I'm going to do harm. I'm a nurse. I'm out here to save lives.
We know you save lives. We know you do, but see, they didn't know. And you know what? We cannot sit there and bow out to the ignorance to these dumb people that these dumb motherfuckers do. They know better. Like I said, we grew up together. We know the code in the streets. We go knock on your door and say, your son did something to my son, or your son did something to my girl, or this, that, and the other. You don't go grown ass man, no good and damn well, and you a snitch anyway. So basically, Ellie Savage gave this motherfucker license to kill in our community. And that's exactly what happened.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened.
Did. Because he got caught with a gun. You get caught with a gun, and then you come out and you get another gun and kill my son.
So yeah.
And you moonlight with the police. I'd rather for a white officer to have shot my son than my own person that I know and grew up with on the south side of Ypsilanti.
The own guy that grew up with you, he knew you.
You know me. You could have came and talked to me. But now we can't fix it. We can't fix the pain in the hurt. We can't fix it.
You can't put the genie back in the bottle at all.
You can't fix it. Now you want to be like you want to commit suicide in Washington County Jail. That ain't how you felt when you had that hoodie on shooting my son at that gas station, you and your son.
No, he want to talk about all the South Side motherfuckers he got out here backing him because his nickname. Yeah, you motherfuckers. Y'all can back a motherfucking federal snitch. Back him if you want to. And I guaranteed you that body gonna be on your ass. And anybody gonna be on your ass. How you gonna back a federal snitch? And at the same time, if Ellie Savage have did this wrong, his ass should be on the damn mark too. I know he's a prosecutor, but look here, he's an elected official. That means motherfuckers voted for him to do what the fuck he's doing. So if y'all ain't gonna sit there and make it right, I guarantee you the federal government gonna come down this slide right down in on his smooth talking ass and embrace that ass and make him do the right thing, if not put charges against him because he knew better. And he put that sister, that black sister in the process with him that's doing the same bullshit. But see, I invited him on the show and he know somebody listening to the show told him that I want him to come on the show and talk about this. But this is more heat, because if he don't come on, the same motherfucking marches that rallied against that damn police officer and went out there and rallied against the brutality and the death of George Floyd, etc., etc., etc. We coming at your ass, but a different type of volume. You understand?
Absolutely.
This right here is an injustice. And if you are a resident of the South Side, and I've been knowing this sister for a long time, long time, we should not be talking about the death of her son by a motherfucking federal informant. And any of his family members, y'all know who I get down. His sister was involved in my damn home invasion, in my motherfucking house being broke in. Stole $12,000 worth of recording equipment. Dante Smith, my motherfucking cousin, broke in my shit. And I'm starting over. Right. So I don't give a fuck about all that old thuggery shit. Let's go for it. But all I'm saying, we're going to have to change the page. We got to change the page, starting at the top. We got rid of Brian Mackey, who's locking up motherfuckers for the wrong reason. And this motherfucker letting motherfuckers out for the right reason in his own mind. Maybe he need a mental evaluation. Something to fuck.
Absolutely.
That was wrong, totally wrong. And he didn't let the list of people that I brought on the show, I don't want to bring them back up because I want this to be y'all's segment. It's crazy that law enforcement pissed off at him.
Yes. Because it wouldn't have happened. it wouldn't have happened. I don't know how many times this individual has been convicted, but I know he's been to prison several times throughout our history of knowing each other. And then you come out and you get in between some children. Instead of working it out as an adult, you say, you tell your child the best way to do this is to kill my son. What type of father is that where you done took down your whole family? That's my man. You took your whole family and put them in harm's way because you know what? You didn't believe that vengeance was mine, saith the Lord. You could have went and said and did whatever you wanted to do the right way, but you wanted y'all.
Could have fist.
Yes.
Oh, coward ass informant. So y'all talking about snitching? Your boy been snitching.
Yeah, been snitching. I can't. And then, so for people who think what I'm doing is wrong, you know me, I could care less what you think. Right. I know what's right. Y'all don't know what right is if right was looking you right in the face. Because you know why? The criminality is allowed here. It's allowed. And the only people that is benefiting from this is the people who think that they are in power.
Let me show you how much heat I get for bringing heat. You think I'm bullshitting? You see all these spam likely calls on my phone? I got calls back to back when I put that heat out.
Yep.
They've been blowing up my phone. And the thing is, you don't understand. My disclaimer to any motherfucker want to be thug out in this bitch, here it is, excuse my French lady, because it's like this. Any one of you motherfuckers come at my kids, call a law enforcement, tell them where I live, because I'm destroying that whole goddamn family line. You dig what I'm saying? That's a guarantee. Because right there, it shows me right now that we on our motherfucking own. We got to be our own fucking prosecuting attorneys ourselves, because this right here, he notices injustice.
Injustice, totally injustice. Totally.
Definitely, the federal government is on his ass. He don't understand. He might think he's a big waller prosecutor, but them prosecutors can get prosecuted by the federal government. Well, what he did, he totally disrespected you and your family. And I can't even apologize for him because, like I said, he ain't even my motherfucking boy. But we need to get his ass up out of there. As quick as he got in there, he need to get up out of there.
Yes. And, I don't get into a lot of politics. I, heard, via news about this new prosecutor, and I've heard some of his ads that he has had. And at this point, I had to learn a whole lot more. That was very uncomfortable for me to learn about how our system works. Well, I got sons in prison. It ain't work like that for them. They did the crime and they're doing the time. So I guess if my son signed up to say, I want to be a snitch, you get a get out of jail free card, and you think in your head, I can still go to my same community, tell on everybody behind their back, and then also kill. And as a citizen paying taxes, yes, and as a citizen paying taxes, I'm just in awe. Like, this is what I'm paying my tax money for. And this is what I paid my tax money for.
Y'all see the bigger picture, y'all. Y'all don't. Black folks, niggas, look here, Washtenaw County. Somebody report me if they want to get this video taken down, because I'm going to put this bitch up over and over and over again. Black folks, niggas of Washtenaw County, you think you got a prosecutor in office that's your friend, and you got a federal informant that grew up with our black ass, that grew up with us, supposed to be a super thug, but he's a super snitch. And he's a federal informant, and he took her baby. And you gonna be mad? What's wrong with this picture, black folk? Y'all put people against me because I'm bringing the story. And I know you guys that's gonna talk about this. And I'm telling y'all, disclaimer, Y'all want to be thugs. Y'all wanted to be thugs during the election. It's disclaimer. It's going to be one time only. For those who have talked about me, seen me in stores and ain't said shit, because you know how I roll. I roll alone. I'm a one-man destruction army by myself. I don't bullshit. You don't see me out there. Many niggas done called me snitch. But y'all come at me with this bullshit again. I'm going to turn the heat up so damn hot. Y'all going to see why I told y'all that I'm trying to bring this real shit, because ain't nobody bringing the news like this to the damn community. I bet you won't bring this information on no news station unless you have to pay for it, like MLive. MLive would not cover somebody coming on here bringing the real. And this federal informant that done told on many of y'all brothers' families and y'all sisters' families that's locked up in the federal penitentiary right now. I can name a list of names. As a independent investigator, I can actually find out who he snitched on.
Absolutely.
So what I'm trying to tell y'all, your motherfuckers better watch who you're rolling with. This sister don't need no criticism. She need all the support. So anybody that come at you or your sons about anything on this show, I beg you on God, forward the text, the number, the anything to my ass personally, because I'm gonna send some shit to their ass. They mama gonna wish their ass would have held them in that belly. I promise you. This right here is all arms come to order right now. FOIs from the Nation of Islam. We need you to speak out too, because right now we got a poison in the doggone prosecuting attorney's office. And NAACP, Lee.
Yes.
Lee Tucson, National Action Network. It's time to get busy in this damn city.
Yes.
We got to pull this cancer up out this motherfucker before Washtenaw County be a little mini Miami. Detroit got a new doggone chief of police, so we need a new damn prosecuting attorney's office with a vision for all.
Yes.
And not pimping us out and letting people out who are federal informants and giving out PRs like Tic Tacs.
Because the destruction, you know, Teviance leaves behind 8 siblings.
Let's talk about that.
He leaves behind 8 siblings, and the grief. Everybody grieves differently. And trying to be a strong mom, single mom, and bring all of them through, and then to be hit with something like this, when I know when my kids have done wrong, I've made sure I've held them accountable. And for this individual to be let go on a PR bond with a criminal history out of this world, and 18 days later, you go and you kill my son. I was just in awe. I just could not believe, but I could, because I have higher understanding and I have higher learning. And this is what I'm taught to do, is to be an advocate for individuals who don't even know that they need an advocate. Because you know what I have learned on this journey is it doesn't even matter if we grew up together. It doesn't matter who got money. It doesn't matter who won the popularity contest. You know what happens? Your child is gone. And there's so many mothers I know who their son's murderers was not even solved. And like I told those ladies, I wish I could have helped you by helping you get a private investigator. Because how do we know if it wasn't a criminal informant who killed your kids? I've had threats from the Franklin family that other individuals have told me, and you know, I don't listen to hearsay. Mm-hmm. You know my address. If you want to, if that's the way y'all want to do things, okay, all right.
And like I said, I'm putting out a call right now. I don't care who it is, brothers, black folk, FOIs from the nation, any brothers with an organization that's going to help make sure this system protected. And we need to go after those who coming at y'all, because that right there, we're not going to tolerate that shit either. that intimidation. We're not going to tolerate that. Flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I had his daughter speaking to me.
Too.
Yes, I had his daughter speaking to me.
Really?
And she knew her father was hiding at her house. I knew as well. I was just waiting for them to go and get him. See, because I know so many people and so many people have my back.
And
did y'all think y'all so slick and y'all think y'all G code is this and this and that? But you know what? I got a G code too. And how I got all of y'all was because you know what? The person sitting next to you had the guts and said, that could have been my brother. That could have been my dad. That could have been my son. And they were willing and they had the balls to tell me.
Gee.
Because you would have just left up to this prosecutor, you would have just left my son out there bleeding, dead on the ground. As well as the other folks of Ypsilanti who just chose to be at the gas station and not even speak up. And that's okay too. But y'all worried about snitching, but the snitch was with you. The snitch was selling y'all weed down there at the gas station on camera. That's why I just can't believe. So I know why he was doing these things now and why he felt like he had the balls to do them. Because you work for the police. You might as well be a bad police officer.
And you know good and well the area we grew up with, we couldn't stand informants. We couldn't stand informants. And for anybody to even have the galls or the balls to even say anything to this sister, you thug women that's listening to the show, or you thug guys that's go listen, somebody need to go tap that sister on the shoulder and tell her to get back. You out your lane. The whole community right now, Ypsi, Washtenaw County, all you thugs, I'm talking about all you guys like to make money. Because see what happens, you can't make no fucking money when the street's hot, when somebody killing people's kids out here. You dig?
Nah.
You make no money. And the informants?
He done told on y'all.
That's a different check. And y'all gonna sit there talking about protecting because we grew up with him. He was our boy. Really?
Yeah, what about
how many people we told on? Come on, fellas. But like I said, let's keep track of how many people come at you, though.
Oh, I will.
For real. Because my community is full of cameras and heat. I ain't gonna tell you what I possess. I don't want Ellie to be sitting up there sending nobody over to knock on my door. But I promise you, when I come, it's gonna be very loud. And I give you my word. Because this right here, everybody in the community should be finding that third person. Let's talk about that third person. Who that third person is that? Who is that third person out there they're still looking for him?
Yes, it's his son.
Really?
It's his son. They call him Tonka.
Really? And they out there looking for him, and he's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be actually, literally, if the daddy would have been real, he'd have been like, y'all fight it out yourself with the fist.
Right.
Like we used to do.
That's right.
But he was an informant. That right there polluted the game.
That's right. So he could kill and nothing happen to him because number one, what he banked on was the community ain't gonna say anything. But I want to let that snitch and his family know. They told me everything. They told me everything. You better check your G code because they told me everything.
That's a bad thing.
They told me everything.
Okay, all you new gangsters out here, y'all new gang bangers out here, let me let y'all know that the ATF is running around here and they are making cases. They're making federal cases. So y'all better put y'all heat down unless y'all want to get down. It's a message also to the brothers out there in the streets, the vice lords, the black gangster disciples, the doggone Bloods, the Crips, the South Side, West Side, East Side, North Side, knuckleheads that's out there in the street. Y'all hear this show. Y'all call it what y'all want. This mama should not be mourning the death of her baby. This man, I don't even want to call him a man. This dude was a snitch, a federal snitch. And y'all know he going to the penitentiary. So y'all send y'all kites, y'all messages, y'all whatever the fuck y'all got to do. He got a lot of y'all doggone family members some doggone prison time. Check that code. And y'all send love to this sister. Y'all send love to this sister, because I'm going to let you know right now, any threats, anything behind this show, we following up. And come see me. I've already given you the invitation. I'm public knowledge. I ain't saying I'm big badass, but your repercussion after the issue is going to be something that ain't nobody going to want to pay for. You dig? Mom, get the flow. Let the doggone prosecuting attorney, Ellie Savith, know right now from your heart what he has done to you and your whole family, please. Get that.
I want you to know, Ellie Savith, I want you to know, as a single mom, I had my first child at 14, the young man that is speaking. He's a wonderful young man, as well as all of my sons. I work as a nurse. I got my bachelor's. I'm currently completing my doctorate right now.
Congratulations.
And when I sit there and I read over all these different cases, because now I've also had to become a lawyer for my son to make sure justice is served. You just don't know what it does to my kids who have to witness their mother crying, their mother upset. I have to have patience for them because they're angry, they're upset. They want to hurt, they want to harm. And me trying to say, no, that's not what I'm about. That's not what we're going to do. I'm expecting you to handle it. I expected a way better criminal justice system than this one. The pain of my mother, seeing her child hurt, Tivion's dad, his brother who had to fly here, drive here, his brothers that are in prison, who has to sit there and suffer because you know what? They're doing the time for their crime. But this man gets a pass. So I'm going to tell you, it may not be tomorrow. It may not be the next day. It may not be next year. But this is very personal for me because I know what it's about. It's about higher level education that individuals don't understand what they need because you've been robbed of so much. So you don't even know what they're really taking from you generationally. This is like genocide at its best because you know how many kids my son could have had? Do you know how many kids that young man could have had? But your son is on his way to prison with you. So that's another way to eliminate who? The Black man. To tear, because you know what's happening from the young man who was killed in West Willow. There are still gang-related shootings that has happened with that young man. We're not bringing these guns and drugs over here. They are. People on way larger scales are. And all we're doing is saying, I'm going to make a quick buck. But you know who's suffering? Those kids that you put in bed at night. Those grandbabies that you want to see grow up. This community that we want to see prosper. So we say, but as long as one of your family members ain't being killed and y'all are part of the clique, I guess is okay. But it's not okay. Because like I told my kids, what, they gonna kill us all? Well, okay. I fear no man but God. I fear no man but God. And I got to the bottom of what happened to my son. And you know what? And I wanted to make sure you all knew this. I wasn't just coming after no small piece of cheese. See, they call me Big Things. That's my nickname on the street. I'm coming for something way bigger than him. Something that he can't control, another individual can't control, because you know what? Y'all don't go and vote for anything. So you don't even really know what's going on. All you know is you're allowed to run around your community and harm and commit crimes, and y'all think it's okay. And it's not okay, because you know what? It's so many of our Black sons that are being laid down with these guns that are being given, might as well be given out like popsicles. and everybody think it's okay because you're a large family, you got a couple dollars. What's real money, y'all? Y'all gangbangers, what's real money? What do y'all own? What do you own? You want to claim South Side, West Side? Really? For what? How many homes do we own? None. None. They're laughing. They're laughing like them niggers ain't gonna, they get rich off us. Rich off the ignorance that continues to happen.
Mom,
okay, sorry about
that. That's okay.
Yes, call was coming through, but I want you to know you have destroyed not only my family, but once again, Kevin Franklin's family and this whole community, because he was a federal informant and ain't no telling what he told the police. And it's so wrong. It's so wrong on many levels, so wrong. Because how are we loyal to each other? There's no loyalty. I've learned that there is no loyalty. Because I witnessed another mother go through the same pain as I had went through when her son was killed right over here on the south side of Ypsilanti, shot in the head. And I asked God, please, God, I don't never want to experience that pain. But you know what? He knew I would do something with my pain. I ain't going to hush up. I'm not going to stop, because it's bigger than catching y'all. It's about making sure I help catch you up to this system, this corrupt system. It's not just about y'all. It's about this corrupt system.
And it's
sad.
That's proactive. That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. And young man, I know it's like it's a nightmare for you. I couldn't even put the words out there for you, just to even usher the words that you can even express even further beyond this. But what would you like to echo to Ellie Savith, the prosecuting attorney of Washtenaw County, and let him know how you feel as well as your mom have?
What I would like to echo to the prosecutor is, justice needs to be served, and it needs to be served on an even playing ground. Everyone coming from those neighborhoods, everyone deserves to grow up and live a full life. And we are not here to serve hidden agendas and make people rich. And, it's not a circus. It's actually a circle of life. And everyone deserves to get through that circle of life. My brother, the legacy that he left behind will be here forever, but we're not going to stop until all of this is, this is put to rest the right way. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. And what happened to him was completely incorrect. He didn't deserve that. We don't deserve this as a family. And as a prosecutor, you should be ashamed of yourself, because I'm pretty sure this is not the first situation where something like this has happened. It needs to stop because it's disgusting and it's hurtful.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, as a prosecuting attorney, you heard the words from the family of this young man, and you heard how passionate they speak. So in the words of the show, I would tell you to get yourself some balls and come to the show and speak up for yourself, because you came on the show and you said, you can call me to the carpet. Here's my number. But here we got a family that's grieving over the skullduggery that you done did, and let this federal informant out, and 18 days later, after you gave him a tic-tac, a PR bond, and he murdered her son. What type of shit is that? Washtenaw County, Ypsilanti, Michigan, Southside. Remember, I'm talking to all you thug ass niggas too. This was a fucking federal informant. And y'all want to talk about free this man, free that man. Wait till them goons in the damn federal penitentiary and the state penitentiary get at him. It won't be no story. But you Franklin family, y'all better leave this sister alone because we gonna send some brothers at you. And I'm letting you know now. They might be some brothers that might not be too kind once when they hear this story. Because if you are protecting a federal informant that then took a life from a nurse, a black nurse, a single mom, the whole community need to get some real balls. Once again, this show is dedicated to your son and his memory, and also the prosecuting attorney. We gonna be at your ass. We don't like what you did. We're disgusted. We have better words offline to tell you, and you can understand how we feel about you.
Absolutely.
Young man, thank you for coming on the show. And
absolutely,
once again, my condolence. And we got to get that damn prosecutor to fuck up out of Washington County.
Yes.
This is Tyrone Bridges, what I thought you knew. Thank you once again for coming on our show and sharing your personal story. And we gonna do this like hotcakes. And once again, he ain't my boy just because he's white. He's fucked up right now. And
yes,
he really made a bad mistake and made many mistakes that he have to be held accountable for. He's an elected official, Washington County, state attorney, general. Dana, you need to open your eyes before the federal government come in here and handle the situation, and you should be doing this yourself. Thank y'all for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Sorry for the circumstances. And once again, I'm going to echo this show over and over again. I know they're going to be some haters going to report it. I don't give a damn, but we're going to repeat and repeat and repeat this show.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. I love you, sister. Hey, brother. Hey, you raised a good son. You raised a good son. I see, you know, he's very well respected. And
absolutely.
I'm proud of you, sister. And anything you need from us, this platform is completely open to both of y'all. Come back anytime you want.
I will give you an update once I finish with the NAACP and Feiger Law Firm.
All right, definitely. And I will have Mr. Lee Tucson give you a call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.